Hello, it is I, the one, the only, Mr. Maestro, and I'm back with a new theory. I know it's been a little while, but don't worry, I cooked up something good today. I know my past two theories have been satire, but this time, let's get serious. This is the Gaster Demiurge theory. So what is the Demiurge? The Demiurge is the architect of the physical universe from Gnosticism. The Demiurge is a malevolent, or sometimes ignorant, deity who believes itself to be the one true God, unaware of the monad, who is the true supreme God. The Demiurge traps divine sparks, which are pieces of the monad, into material bodies. Every person's soul is actually a piece of the divine spark, which is a piece of the monad, and represents a piece of supreme light. So let's compare the Demiurge with Gaster. Gaster created the material Deltarune universe, and Gaster traps souls in material bodies that act like prisons, or rather cages. These souls emanate supreme light, and beyond that represent a higher being. But what do I mean by that? Well, in Deltarune, many people believe the angel from the legend and prophecy to be the true form of the soul. Beyond this, the angel is a divine being who is worshipped by Hometown. So the soul represents a divine being who is trapped in a mortal body by an ignorant or possibly malevolent quote-unquote God. But the similarities don't end there. The Demiurge from Gnosticism is said to command the Archons, who keep people trapped in the physical world and rule over it. They are the antithesis of freedom, and they try to keep people trapped. But you want to know how many there are? Exactly 7, which is the exact same number of chapters. And before you try and guess that I'm going to say the Archons are the secret bosses, well, I'm not. In fact, quite the opposite. I believe the final bosses are. Let me explain. Chaos King is a tyrant. He keeps many prisoners and traps them in his dungeon, or in Jevel's case, the basement. Queen tries to trap Noelle so that Noelle will create more dark bounds, and her motivation isn't out of tyranny or evil, she simply is ignorant to the situation. And ignorance is a major trait of the Demiurge. Tenna is another person who tries to trap the Lightners, because he doesn't want to be alone again. The Titan? Well, okay, I will admit this one is a little bit of a stretch, but the Titan attempts to trap the heroes in a battle they can't escape. If not for Suzu's idea, they would have been stuck in an infinite loop, or be forced to give up. Finally, Flowery tries to trap Asgore in the Flower King Dark World. Again, not out of spite or anything, but out of ignorance, because he believes this is what Asgore wants. These characters all rule over their Dark World and represent imprisonment just as the Archons do. In Gnosticism, once someone dies, if they pass the tests, their soul sheds their physical body and returns to Pleroma, the highest form of existence. And what does the prophecy say? Once the angel is banished, they will meet their desire. Once we are banished from the physical universe, we will meet with Pleroma. But how does the soul pass the tests and not get forcefully reincarnated by the Archons? Well, the soul must first beat every Archon. What are we doing in Deltarune? We are beating all of the Archons. So how will Deltarune end? Well, I believe the part that Suzy destroys includes the sacrifice of Chris. Chris must sacrifice himself to banish the soul. Now, I will admit, I do not have a full idea of what the Angels' Heaven could be, and I will say some of this is a stretch. But I just wanted to point out some similarities I noticed. If more evidence is found, I may make a follow-up video. Also, I don't know everything about Gnosticism, so if I made a mistake, you can let me know in the comments. But for now, that is all. I have been Mr. Maestro, at your service. Goodbye.